Greg, we have a question from Jan Papa J. How can a beginner use SDL or the SDL Builder?
Hmm. Do how well, so as a developer, I write quite a lot of apps on a daily basis, right? Like, I mean, I have a few. I built the ecosystem app for Akash. I built the feeds API app. I do quite a lot of like stuff on that kind of have to do something with Akash, but not really the core protocol, right? So for me, every time I deploy something, I need to rebuild the SDL. So I end up actually copying the SDL that I've created before into this new thing. So that, it's okay. It kind of, works for now, but it'll be really cool if I can actually go to a website or an application where I put in my information and the SDL gets generated, right? So SDL generator is really good for new projects, looking to deploy on Akash and want to fully like build the SDL yeah, in a much easier and a simpler way, right? So one of the cool things I wanted to do for a Feeds API, which is our, which gives like a lot of cool like information about different, ecosystem and all that using an API endpoint. I'll be publishing documentation for that very soon. But the feeds, I mean, it'll also have like metadata information for providers, including like their IP addresses and their like locations and whatnot. So I want this Feeds API to have at least 10 regions, right? To have high performance API delivery. So with using SDL Builder, I can go and be like, hey, this is my this is my container. These are my ports. I want 10 regions. These are the attributes to filter out for the regions and go deploy. So I think it's got a lot of cool features like that. That'll be super helpful. As a non-developer, I don't know how useful it'll be, but I think we have to do some more steps before we can get to SDL, right? As a non technical person, I think you shouldn't even care about SDL. Hopefully, we'll get to that point sometime in the future. But right now, it's Akash is meant for developers, and SDL really makes a developer's life simple.